Look at all the theatrical releases September 2019. Overall, 2019 was definitely a big year for movies because you had both Avengers Endgame and Rise of Skywalker. September specifically, not as much of a big month as other ones that year. First of all, you had Debunkers Inc. That was a adventure mystery film written and directed by Matthew Thompson that came out September 3rd. And then you had It Chapter 2, supernatural horror film directed by Andy Muschietti. That's a sequel to It from 2017, second of a two-part adaptation of the 1986 novel It from Stephen King. This one came out September 6th. And then you had Satanic Picnic, comedy horror film directed by Chelsea Stardust. That came out September 6th. It was released in limited theaters and on VOD. And then you had Strange But True, that was released by Lionsgate, thriller directed by Rowan A. Fowl. It's an adaptation of a novel of the same name that came out in 2004. This movie came out September 6th. Then you had The Obituary of Tunde Johnson, a drama film directed by Ali Leroy, and that movie came out September 8th. Then you had The Goldfinch, and that is a drama film directed by John Crowley, and that is based on a novel called The Goldfinch from 2013. This movie came out September 13th. Then you had Hustlers, a crime comedy drama written and directed by Lauren Scafaria. It's based on a New York Magazine article from 2015. This movie came out September 13th. Then you had The Sound of Silence, a drama film directed by Michael Tyberski, and that was released September 13th. Then you had Monos, a war drama film directed by Alejandro Landis that came out September 13th. Then you had Ad Astra. That was a psychological sci-fi film produced, co-written and directed by James Gray that came out September 20th. And then you had, let's scroll down in this article a little bit. Downton Abbey, that was a historical drama film written by Julian Fellows, directed by Michael Engler. That's based on the television series of the same name. This movie came out September 20th. And then you had Rambo Last Blood from Lionsgate, action film directed by Adrian Grunberg. This was a sequel to Rambo from 2008, overall the fifth installment in the Rambo franchise. It came out September 20th. And then you had Bloodline from Blumhouse Productions, psychological horror film directed by Henry Jacobson. That came out September 20th. And then you had Running with the Devil, which was crime thriller film written and directed by Jason Cabell that was released September 20th. And then you had Abominable, an animated adventure film directed by Jill Colton that came out September 27th. And then you had Judy. That was a biographical drama film based on the life of American entertainer Judy Garland. This movie came out September 27th. And then you had Prey, not the latest Predator film. This is a horror film directed by Frank Calfon that was released September 27th in select theaters and direct to video. And then you had 10 Minutes Gone, crime thriller action film directed by Brian A. Miller, came out September 27th. Out of all these movies, I didn't see any of them in theaters, and I'm familiar with almost none of these movies. Like, the only one here that I'm familiar with is Abominable, which I ended up watching on streaming after the fact, not when it originally came out, September 2019.